You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling.
Washington. All-Star voting. It's insane. Donnie Mitch.
We're the land of the free.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this. And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the
Christian
season.
Brown now playing. Oh shit!
As we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that number one
MP
spot
getting
now, and it's his
outplayed.
race to lose.
Moving
This
down that
is just a
motherfucking shit.
special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award.
Wait, MP hurt? Never played since the Lakers.
At this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Russell Westbrook out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And for the Wizards, and Washington has possession, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Out to the right wing. Pulls it up. Shot goes down. Very good possession right there. Mark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
Brogdon hits them both.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
Now here's Westbrook. 23 points for him the last game against Indiana.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And the Wizards with possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 on the shot clock from past the arc. The Wizards with another miss. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Pacers in Indiana. Oh, that's blocked.
That's a good sign. I don't know why we contested him.
Here's Poole. 35 points for him last game against Portland.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there.
Oh, that was terrific.
My
There we go, baby.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Stolen by
That
Westbrook.
shit, bro.
Braun, defended by Middleton. Good D by Brogdon. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Washington's head coach. He said they know the challenge going up against this team.
Let's
that
go.
can score so many points.
We
in a
almost
hurry.
fucked that break up,
He said we
boy.
cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and
You almost fucked that break
get a
up,
little
boy.
bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Here's Poole after the Nuggets pick up 2. The shot will not fall. Murray with the defensive effort.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
They double him with Jokic. Here's Brogdon. And that one is good.
Oh, that's
You know what?
bullshit,
He's a
but all right,
skilled
come on.
passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Here's Jokic. It's blocked.
You gotta dump that to me, Yokes. I'm gonna go up with that.
Here's Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Brogdon. Here's Poole. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing.
Let's go, yo. Let's
And,
go,
you know,
yo.
You can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Let's
It
go,
just
yo.
seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Brogdon. Following the basket by Jokic. Here's Poole. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Now here's Gordon. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Jordan trying to free himself up, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Brogdon. 11-point game his last outing. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection.
Let's go, man.
Really seizing the momentum
Fuck these
of
boys.
this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And Washington has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Westbrook. He makes another one. That's 4
That nigga
up
didn't wanna
and
play
4
defense.
in to start his game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Poole. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. Over to the wing. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. And it's Gordon missing. Here's Poole. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Wizards have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. That free throw, no good. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Westbrook kicks to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. From the wing, it's good from Gordon.
Let's go.
From Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Middleton for 3. The shot comes out, and the Nuggets going the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last.
Oh my God, let's go.
Do a little bit of everything in that game.
Let's go.
And you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from.
They ain't gonna show that replay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all ain't gonna show that. Boy, hold on, nigga. I'm gonna show it. What's wrong with y'all? Behind the John.
The opening tip.
And for Washington, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Got back on board. Okay.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Murray kicks to Jokic. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. And
I thought I was him.
In a moment here to recognize the Western Conference.
I thought I was him.
Nikola Jokic.
I thought I was him.
Have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has. It just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
And for the Nuggets, we've got Russell Westbrook, also Jamal Murray out there. And it's Watson in at the power forward. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And again, Washington no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Nuggets. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Good on the triple.
Let's go. What's my 3 percentage? I done fell below 40. Jokic, you doing it? You shooting? Ain't nobody else shooting. I'm top bottle. Let's go.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's Poole. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The pass to Poole. From deep. Gets it to go. From
Jordan Hoopin.
He's got 9.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Brogdon against Westbrook. Braun. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to Brogdon. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And the Wizards with possession, following the score by Jamal Murray.
And hard to decide
Okay,
which
okay.
is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Connects from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Brogdon.
Oh, that's me.
Again, Brogdon missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Ooh, take it, yo. Take it,
Lays it up
yo.
and banks it in. Jokic
Take it,
has got his
yo.
second bucket tonight.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
There's the triple.
Fuck we leaving.
And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for
That wasn't
Denver.
a 3, but I ref.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at
Stayed
the
outside.
line. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Middleton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Brogdon. Westbrook pulls it in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Now, here's Brogdon. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Poole. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Brogdon. Fires for 3. Westbrook with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his assist totals
20.
piling up.
Mark Smart. Let's see. Video, me. I was playing smarter than that, but no turnovers. Christian Brown stepping up. He hurt. It's improving, but he's still playing like that. Jamal still ain't shooting shots. Ooh, I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. It's a rematch, Craig. Craig, this the rematch. I've been waiting on this, Trayvon, Tracy, whatever your name is. Been waiting on this one. Yeah. Yeah. I need this fade, bro. Them niggas got our ass last time. I need this fade.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook.
Let's go, yo. There we go. Get it back.
They've got Young. Clint Capella is out there with Johnson. And it's Daniels in the shooting guard position. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're
He's
looking
still
ahead
here.
of the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
okay, yo, you gotta at least put a move on, bro.
Yeah, because you can only do it on the
You
mental
being
side.
stupid,
as much as we
man.
talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months.
Okay, I see how it is.
The foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Jokic doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Capella.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Johnson against Gordon. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Jokic.
Jokic is playing like ass.
Fast break for Atlanta. Young with the ball. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Oh, that's
Clint Capella is him
defense
right
there.
now.
That's how you protect the rim.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they
Do the
put
Hawks got our
defense
number?
on the defensive.
To the inside. Westbrook with the steal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lob pass to Gordon.
Get it
And
back.
it's
Get it
Gordon
back.
finishing
Get it
off.
fucking back.
Yeah, great court awareness. Westbrook sizing up the D and doing a good job of locating the open man.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight to try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
David. On preventing a scoring burst early on.
And it's tough. Once you've lost momentum, to try and recapture it. They're relying on their defense to negate that.
Oh my God, they let him dunk
In
everything.
that disruptive mode all night long, never allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Oh my God, I'm playing crazy too.
Westbrook against Young. The pass to Daniels. Knocked away. Stolen by Gordon. Westbrook passes to Murray. The tray.
Let's go.
Kept alive. Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
defended by Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call
It's
the
one of these
shooting foul.
games. It's one of these games.
Play for Atlanta. He set a league record with at least 1 3-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in.
We're going to let Jamal cook.
127's pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it. Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
Here's Daniels. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Johnson finds
Be
Young.
there.
The Hawks
Be there,
again
nigga.
can't hit. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Washington. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. And
Yo, doing everything but putting going at that boy.
That shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Last time they met was in Denver.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't
Let's
able
go.
to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All eyes on Westbrook defensively. It helps to make this play work as he delivers on time and on target.
And the foul called on Russell
Nah,
Westbrook.
King.
That is his first foul of the game.
Nah, King.
Young up top. Back to Daniels. Young with the ball. He's coming off a 25-point game against Indiana.
And we have to mention
Hell
his
no.
rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Now Westbrook after Clint Capella's 3-pointer that didn't go.
right.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming
take
up.
it.
Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Wow, fuck this shit out of Sexy Red, boy.
And Jokic drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Westbrook. Back to Daniels. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his
Oh my
basket.
God, he
But
can't
on
finish
that one, they were
shit.
there.
Atlanta with the ball.
What is he good
Following
for?
the miss by Jamal Murray. Johnson gets the bucket.
Jesus
I mean, the
Christ,
stroke
what
looks
is that boy
He's
good
moving well out
for?
there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Over to the left wing. And here's Westbrook. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Washington.
And guys, what impressed me
Jokic
most was
playing
his
like ass
passing. He
cheeks,
constantly
right?
looked
Yeah.
for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And he getting fucking
And then
ran.
jumped by Capella.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Good defensive work there by
Trae Young ain't even
Man
that.
has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
That was a fucking poster,
Hawks working the ball
boy.
around. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go
Get it back.
all the way.
God
Oh,
damn.
jammed by Westbrook.
I mean, just a terror in transition is Russell Westbrook exploding past the defense with that speed.
Pass to Capella. He dishes it to Young. Over Westbrook, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
That stroke
He
looks
cooked
so
me every
good
time I
for
play him.
Young.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that.
So it's both teams making substitutions.
Go. Let's go. We down 1. We start the next quarter.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They've got Clint Capella. Johnson is out there with Caris LeVert. And it's Daniels in at the point. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's LeVert. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Come on. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Johnson. He's gotten his share of votes, but there are still a lot of players in front of him.
And it's just been tough in the East this year. Kevin, so many guys are having huge seasons. Even getting near the top 10 is impressive.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Passes it to LeVert. No good that time. And Denver the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Look at that shit.
You gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots. And
come on, 2K. He ain't even that, bro. But y'all got it, bro.
And knock them down with confidence.
I need to play better.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Here is Daniels following the score by Jamal Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Hawks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That free throw good from Daniels. Both free throws good from Daniels.
Here, bro.
And it's Westbrook with the ball.
Here, bro. Take us to the land there, nigga. You the only one that ain't woke up this season, bro. All of us that woke up this season. Let's go, AG. Look, everybody woke up besides this boy.
And that's 10 points.
This boy been ass all season.
About the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball all season for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Daniels passes to LeVert. Capella kicks to LeVert. And it's Denver with the rebound. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Yeah, Kevin, hope
I couldn't dunk. That's crazy.
Not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
Here is Daniels following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Now here's LeVert. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
DJ, yo, big sloppy foot ass.
A moment now to see the numbers.
Grab the ball.
First in assists, first in steals, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in
assists,
maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
There's the alley-oop. And then Johnson
can't stop the oop, bro. They there.
The incredible timing on that alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team.
Nigga, who you slapping the ground on, nigga?
And the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision
Nigga slapped the
between their
ground
two
on
bigs,
you.
Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play.
Let's go, DJ.
Knowing your teammates
Let's go, DJ. Cut my man off. Get the oop up. Come on.
All I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Here is Daniels, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Here's the pass to LeVert. And a wide open look for Capella. That's good.
Capella with
the assist. Capella's got his second bucket.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot.
Let's go. But
solid pass off the pick and roll. Part of Westbrook's game he's really developed.
Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right?
And the
next
popcorn,
what
else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right there.
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you've done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
yo, why would you leave ball?
Westbrook
Don't ever leave ball, bro. What the
Westbrook's
fuck?
got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Jordan.
DJ.
Over Daniels.
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, DJ.
On the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Hawks trail by 8. Now LeVert. The dish to Daniels. It's good. He scores.
Finish,
That's his
bro.
first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Murray.
Let's go, Jamal.
And that one hits back iron.
Jamal Murray
Right
is
now covering
trash.
up for the type of
He
off performance
trash,
he's
bro.
having.
He don't do
In terms of
shit
scoring, This
well.
has not been his best night.
Jokic,
At
he's
all.
checked in for Denver. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Changing ends
Let's go,
quickly.
Russ.
He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
defense
Russ.
trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Daniels kicks to LeVert.
No oop. No oop.
The Hawks need to get off a shot here.
We there. Good defense.
Daniels, no good. The Nuggets lead
Man,
by 8.
nigga.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. And then
Let's go,
Gordon
AG.
with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And
That
it's
shit
blocked by
out.
Gordon.
Let's go.
Hate to say it,
This
but
better
if
be
they're still
you.
trailing at the final buzzer, a lot
This
of
nigga
is gonna
ass.
be felt by
That
him.
nigga's
Shooting
that
tonight
nigga
has been
Jamal is
atrocious.
ass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Karis LeVert. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who
Jamal is ass.
Throughout the year, Kevin, what I don't
Jesus
like
Christ! If the sliders was on 100, he'll still miss.
Members who are voting on things that have huge
with the
ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Here's Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here.
Knock that nigga face off.
Jokic, no good. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 15-point game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Well, you can do a couple things with turnovers. They committed too many, and then they didn't force enough. So a tough go in that category.
Hawks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovic looks good every time it leaves his hands.
You got it, boy.
The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You got it, bro.
And a look at the block. That'll do it for the first half. Nuggets ahead, leading by 10.
We owe these niggas this. We owe these niggas this.
From the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first half. Was all about Aaron Gordon. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
What's going on?
And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half.
He got that.
Did he take a low percentage shot? Everything.
He got that, bro.
So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Murray. Westbrook double team. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Capella. They double him with Jokic. Pass to Daniels. No good on the shot. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 9. It's deflected.
Jamal Murray so ass, bro.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The Nuggets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Lob pass to Gordon.
Let's go, AG.
High to stuff the alley-oop.
Let's go, AG.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Murray. Daniels with it. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Westbrook finds Jokic, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Denver. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
Well, I think for Denver, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they
haven't
AG,
shied
why you
away
stop
from that
running,
pressure.
bro?
They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team
We have to get this. We got to get this one
of
back.
trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
The Hawks trail by 14. Poke loose. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will.
Bitch, little ass boy.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Johnson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Westbrook double team. Braun tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Double team on Westbrook. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Daniels kicks to Young. And here's Daniels. 6 points for him. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Young outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's really all about Trae Young and his skill. And you know how many hours that takes, Kevin? I mean, he is putting time in the gym to show you what he's capable of out here on this floor. And he makes
Let's go, boys. That's a dub, nigga.
Makes it look easy.
So we got a slider since we want to roll. Ooh, that's a trippy W. Jamal Murray finally scored some. Ooh, shit. Boy, let's go. We ran their ass down. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in double figures. Babs. You know what, Kyrie? He hurt. Sprain right knee. He did today. He here. Let's go.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And Nuggets coach Mike Malone re-upped with Denver last season we should be seeing him behind the bench the next few years. Done a great job.
Well, to me, that's a no-brainer. You know, he got the Nuggets, one of the up-and-coming teams in the West.
Yeah, Malone's done a great job of cultivating their young talent. The team's heading in the right direction right now, so I can't wait to see the rest of their development.
And thanks for joining us, folks. Can't thank you enough. Let's go courtside with Kevin Harlan.
Kevin!
Terry Villa, Ohio, says no ID without real suspicion. Fourth Amendment.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Thunder. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think Denver, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook out there with Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic. And for Dallas, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Christie. Then there's Davis, and it's Marshall in at the 3. Doris, the depth of talent for these two teams, a real point of pride for both.
Well, I think both of these front offices take extraordinary pride, Kevin, in their ability to surround their star players, and you have to have stars. But the key is the guys around them. What is their fit? Do they complement the stars' greatest attributes? That is the measure of a great front office.
And it's Jokic missing. Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And it's sent back by Jokic. And they get it back. The offensive rebound. And it's Murray penetrating.
Let's go, Jamal.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
It's about playing to your strengths, Greg. You know what your identity is. Get to that aspect.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Westbrook with the steal. The power on that throwdown.
Let's go.
How about the instincts of Russell Westbrook on the defensive end? Gives his teammate an easy chance there.
Christie the pass to Davis. Dinwiddie wide open. But they recover it. Goes back up. And Davis can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray outside. Floats one. Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Christie kicks to Davis. Dinwiddie outside. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Up the floor.
Let's go.
Good. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Now, here's Westbrook. A 17-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
Now, here's Davis following the miss by Jamal Murray. And the shot goes in. 8 points for Davis.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Murray against Christie. Tries again, and he gets the whistle. Two free throws coming up.
All right, Nick.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
And Christie drops them both. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
Mavericks trail by 3. And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. Now, here's Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Davis. Nikola Jokic traps the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Davis sends it back. Christie against Murray. Pass to Dinwiddie. Right side Davis. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. And it's Denver with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Let's go.
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
This one for 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 5. Lob pass to Gordon.
Let's go.
Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here's Marshall. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer.
Be there.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Denver's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, it's tipped. Gordon.
Hey, good shit. We'll still take it.
The glass. Gordon's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. A couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. Jokic passes to Westbrook. And here's Jokic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now Dinwiddie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Offensive rebound. Here's Christie. Dallas again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Westbrook kicks to Murray. Westbrook passes to Murray. Gordon dishes to Westbrook. Denver needs to get off his shot to the paint. Low block shot on the way. That misses off the backboard.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Dallas going with the whole new. Dallas calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Davis, and stolen by Jordan. Taking a look at the Nuggets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jamal Murray. Here's Marshall. Pass to Davis. For Murray. The shot that time, not on target. And Denver the other way now. Last time they met was in Denver.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Marshall passes to Christie. Takes a three. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook against Dinwiddie. Davis. That one doesn't drop. Gordon with the defensive effort. Murray left side. Back to Westbrook. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Westbrook. First in assists, first in steals, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Westbrook with the steal. Jumps up.
I ain't waiting on that, nigga.
Dunk by Westbrook.
That's AD behind him.
Russell
I'm not waiting
Westbrook
on that.
Makes a defensive play and gets in the open floor. Look out, he will finish the play.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Dinwiddie attacking, softly drops in the floater. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move, had his man grab it for air.
Outside Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jordan, and that's
okay,
a nice
DJ.
job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now, here's Marshall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Chicago.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
You seen that shit,
and so Westbrook will bring it up for Denver. 16-point lead.
That's crazy.
Margin in the game.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now here is Davis. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. We've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Nuggets third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Christie. Four on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie.
Yeah, that's me, y'all.
It's good,
Sorry.
and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
Well, the coaching staff encourages Dinwiddie to take these shots. He is so dangerous on the catch and shoot.
Outside Westbrook. Murray outside. To Westbrook. Launches it. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the feed to Davis. Can't hit that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Count that one.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard. Spencer Dinwiddie, nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Now here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game.
Oh, my God.
By Westbrook. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Marshall. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Mavericks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Westbrook. And the pass to Jokic. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Braun. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Lewis, when you watch the game now, Biggs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet, and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Left side, Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Westbrook against Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 14. Westbrook surveying the D. It's stolen by Davis.
Oh, that's bogus as fuck.
Fades.
And he hit that bitch. That's
Davis
crazy.
has got 12.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
To the inside, Jokic, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's what you want to see.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 17 points. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Mavericks trail by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Christie. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Davis at the power forward position.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Christie against Murray. Christie can't make it. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Now, here's Westbrook. And it's Jokic missing. Christie against Jokic. Dinwiddie outside. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. 5 to shoot. Here's Christie. Sweet little floater. Christie's got 6.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you can say boo.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Westbrook with it. 21 points in the game. Down low. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, superb awareness from Russell Westbrook. Understands where the gaps in the defense, almost impossible to check in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Marshall. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's Christie, and he uses the glass on the layup. Christie's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's Christie trying to show out.
To keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think, Greg. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging around 26 points per, 17 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. 2 points. That one goes. Jokic has got 16.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Marshall can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Westbrook, and that'll That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
I love the ferocity with which Russell Westbrook plays. The defense has no choice but to put him at the line.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Westbrook. Of course, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to set it. Correct?
Exactly right.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Dinwiddie. He has 7. Looking to get back on track here. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Good defense.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shoots a fader, and it goes down 2 points. 14 points for Davis.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Gordon over to help. Dinwiddie finds Davis. Off target with his 3. Denver leading by 13. Westbrook passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Dallas moving the ball around. Dinwiddie right side. Drops one in from the wing. Dinwiddie's got 9.
Well, you want Spencer Dinwiddie to continue to be more consistent. So good to see him knock down those shots.
That one good for 2. 20 points for Jokic. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 15-point game. Pass to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Christie. 3-pointer. The Mavericks rebound. Dinwiddie. Great D that time from Westbrook.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Passes it to Davis. Here's Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Braun.
Let's go.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Dinwiddie following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Over Gordon. Dallas again missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Murray, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Washington's checked in for Dallas.
Clay.
Watson comes in for Marshall. And a switcher also
Are you
Denver.
Clay?
Watson's checked in. And Davis now top of the key. Here's Christie. Bangs home the trifecta. Christie's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Westbrook double team. To the paint. Here's Watson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You just making our shots, bro. What can we do? Clay had 23 points. AD was getting cooked, bro. Max Christie was getting cooked. Spencer Dinwiddie was getting cooked. Jaden Hardy. OPT for Bucko. All right. Me and Jokic still doing our shit. I'm responsible for more points, though, buddy. Okay. All Stars was looking decent. Shorter 6 man of the year. Damn, Kawhi, Vicky. They cheating my boy Vicky. Right. You got the Cavs, bro. This. All right. Cleveland.
And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus earlier on. We'll see if that style translates to the court as they get set to do battle on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Jokic. He's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
Okay.
Look at Cleveland's starting crew. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Mobley in at the 4. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Murray. Now, here's Garland. Allen surveying the D. The drive by Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And you got to love a team that can maintain its
okay, yo, that's what I'm talking about. Get aggressive then.
Shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their set.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. And it's blocked by Gordon. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the
Let's
ball.
go.
I love the attitude of Westbrook.
Let's go. Let's go.
Improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
Westbrook with the steal.
That shit back, boy.
The pass to Murray. Westbrook up top. He's coming off a 28-point game against Dallas.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his
Hey,
deep.
yo, we don't need that.
Turnovers. There was just no let up in him all night. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks.
We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll
First
take
quarter
that.
still, but not who you want to leave open.
He's looking for Gordon and finds him. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect.
All right, we got to slow down. What the fuck we doing, y'all?
To get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two guys. We'll see how it comes out.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
Exactly.
He's your dual partner, bro.
Turnovers, getting into transition, playing in the open court against a defense that's not set, and hopefully getting some easy points at the other end.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes
What the
possession.
fuck, bro?
Almost halfway through
Just
the
slow
season. Let's check
down.
out the standings in the East.
Shit.
Take a look at the Cavaliers. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that
Let's
switch
go.
from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, here's Garland. 17
That's crazy.
points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
That's crazy.
Players are sure racking up a lot of miles, Clark. A lot of games, a lot of flights. The Nuggets leading by 5. So on the floor for Cleveland.
Who the fuck
They've
is this
got
guy?
Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mobley in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Westbrook. And
Who is
Westbrook
that?
throws it down.
Get it off
And
me.
I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity
Oh,
with
okay.
which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Passes it to Mobley. Now Wade. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Jerome. A three-pointer, no good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another
Let's go,
column
bro.
in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free
Come
throw.
on, y'all.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
The Cavaliers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Come on,
We're
y'all.
starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Westbrook. Whistle blows.
Let's go. Get this little nigga out the game.
So a chance here for a three-point play.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Mitchell's got his first points in this one. Westbrook scanning the floor. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, get that nigga out the game. Everybody want to foul this game.
And
Let's
here's
go.
what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Here's Mitchell, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of
power on that.
Fuck them, man.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Back to Mitchell. A step back shot here. Good on the shot. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Westbrook. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Get that little nigga off me.
The lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Fuck.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Now the pass to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Jerome, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior.
Oh my God. Good block.
It seems
Good block.
to me
Good block.
they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Wade trying to break free. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Tipped away. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Westbrook.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Whistle blows.
That nigga needs to get off me.
He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut.
He has to get out the game.
Tenacious when it comes
I'm
to
gonna keep going at him.
Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mitchell passes to Jerome. To the inside, Mobley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Mark, here's a simple one for you with the ball in his hands. Who is the fastest player you've seen in the NBA going end-to-end, baseline to baseline?
I think it's John Wall when he's healthy. I've not seen a guy with the ball get where he gets as fast as he does. And then after that, probably up-and-coming De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook's in the conversation, too.
You know who's also pretty quick for his size? Ben Simmons. When he gets going downhill.
Yeah, good call. Good call. You forget about him because of his size.
Right.
You're right. Great call.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Come on, ref.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
I'm attacking till they get that nigga out the game.
Is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game.
They get him out the game, I'll kill.
Scorer who can also punch it on you. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Mitchell passes to Jerome. High arcing shot.
Okay, he got a bucket.
Good on the way in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Westbrook can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook.
Wow.
That's his third foul.
Take me out the game. Oh, we in the game. It's a high foul game. Let's go.
Trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And the foul called on Russell
Wow.
His fourth foul.
Now that's bogus.
And that's his fourth
bogus.
foul. And we're not even.
That was bogus.
Leading the charge.
That was bogus. All right.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, there was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 20 points. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. Russell Westbrook in for the Nuggets. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Garland, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up, and he gets it back. The Nuggets moving the ball around. To the middle. Stolen by Garland. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook.
That's all for me.
That's his fifth.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, one more.
I'm going to call y'all. One more and I'm disqualified.
Pass to Mobley. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Let's go.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Nuggets, number 1.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Outside Westbrook. Braun covered by Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 16 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 12. Left side Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. Another 3 for Denver.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Braun. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Mobley from 7. It's good. Mobley's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
He's covered by Westbrook. Inside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing
Good shit,
from
yo.
Jokic there. Then the superb
Good shit, yo.
reach to wipe away the shot.
Here's Mitchell. Knocks down the three ball. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story. Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
And it's Westbrook missing. The Cavaliers trail by 12. The pass to Mitchell. 1:41 left to play in the third. And the foul called on Westbrook. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Hello? Hey, how is everything going? How is everything going? Oh, all right. You want me to get ready so we can go out? All right, I got you. All right, for sure. Ooh, no. I feel I'm about to fall out the All-Star race. But nigga, he's all right. New injuries to the pellet, cracked neck vertebrae. This nigga broke his stack. Junior broke his shit. We ain't got no stars. Joel Embiid, left team, tendon. That ain't even hurt. That's just him.